For over 200 years, the Tennessee Volunteers have created memories in the hearts of fans, both young and old. Whether it's the perfect seasons of General Neyland, the tax-slaying exploits of Butch Jones, the rise of Johnny Majors, or even Philip Fulmer's national championship, those who wear the color orange have always done so with pride and unabashed spirit. For many, the memories of the orange and the white are ones that last a lifetime. Yet just what exactly is it that makes them so special? Today, we'll travel into the heart of UT's Daily Beacon, where we'll question the writers of Tennessee sports, just what exactly their favorite UT athletic moments are. That is, if we can get in.
I was watching the game, and Tennessee just was going to tie it. It was 28-21, and Eric Ainge throws a touchdown pass to Jason Swain. Me and my dad are like high-fiving each other, fist bumping. I'm like 9, so he's like picking me up and throwing me around. And while we're celebrating, we just noticed that the field goal kicker kicked an extra point. And I wasn't very emotionally stable at the time, so I started crying. Because, I was like, okay, we're going to lose by 1 point to Tennessee's arch rival because it was 28-27. He missed the extra point. But Tennessee gets the ball back, and in the last second, James Wilhoit kicks the field goal, beats Florida. Bam! 30-28 Tennessee, and that's the last time Tennessee's ever beaten Florida.
I guess my favorite moment would be, probably the 2013. Yeah, 2013 Georgia game in Knoxville. That was the first time. It was like one of the first games I went to, and that was the first time I went where we really almost had a big win. It was a ton of fun. Then we almost took it in overtime, and then we lost in the most Tennessee way possible, and losing the ball an inch from the end zone. But still, it was a ton of fun, and that's kind of what got me hooked on Tennessee.
My favorite moment in recent Vols history is during the Alabama game. I was on the 7th row above where the visiting team comes in and out of the stadium, and as Nick Saban was leaving after the game, him and Lane Kiffin were walking out, and somebody pegged Lane Kiffin with a water bottle. I don't know who threw it, but props to him. Other than that, literally anything that involves Eric Berry.
I would have to say my favorite one is actually not a football one. It's actually a basketball one. It would be the Elite Eight run back in 2010 when the Vols made their very first Elite Eight in school history, because I remember watching every single game of that tournament and being so emotionally invested in that team, and that for that win to get the Elite Eight was amazing. But that loss was so heartbreaking when they had the chance to go to the Final Four and didn't. But up until then, the run to make that Elite Eight was probably my favorite UT memory, just overall the whole tournament, because that was just such a historic event for UT basketball.
Well, honestly, I have to admit, I don't keep up with sports news that closely, but if I'm thinking back on it, it was that moment. I wasn't actually at the game, but I was with a bunch of people who were watching the game when we pulled that win from our game against, was it Georgia Tech last year?
Tennessee doesn't play Georgia Tech.
I told you I'm a terrible person to ask this question to, Tanner. Oh gosh, who did we... It was just a really unexpected win for us last year.
South Carolina.
Thank you, Jonathan. South Carolina. That one, because it was just a suspenseful game, and it kept me watching. And usually I get disappointed, and I don't end up watching the full game. But that was a good moment for us.